On arriving at the Gurdwara, what you might notice is that it's not unlike a Protestant chapel, sparse on adornments, but also with certain decorative features which suggest an Indian background. From some distance away, you might be able to see the orange Nishan Sahib, the flag of the Guru, which again is afforded a certain amount of devotion by people who are just arriving. There is an unreserved welcome for all, but it is also, as you might expect, and as would be in our case, a welcome for all who come in peace. There are notices about the unacceptability of intoxicants of any sort or smoking as you come close to the holy place. This is a purpose-built Gurdwara, not an adapted place of worship from another tradition. And so everything is as it should be and so straightforward. You're expected as you arrive to take off your shoes and to cover your head. I was greeted by the education officer, who for me had the rather familiar feature of a Wolverhampton accent. And she pretty well straight away referred me to this picture of Guru Nanak. Now, nobody knows, as with Jesus, what he looked like, but there are traditional ways of portraying him here with open hands. And she told me a story about Guru Nanak in his youth.
At a young age, he was given 20 rupees by his father to say, go out and earn a profit. But when Guru Nanak went out, he seen the needy and the poor. So he fed the needy and poor with that 20 rupees. So every Tuesday, the youth come in and they cook the food and take it out in the city to feed the homeless. And that's every Monday here. No, every Tuesday here and Monday on the West End Gurdwara, they take it out on Mondays. We serve over 2,500 meals a week from the Glasgow Gurdwara. And in the whole of the UK, from the food banks, in a week we serve 100,000 meals from the whole food banks.
Right.
And we have a very big organisation, Khalsa Aid, which is all over the world to give help, sport, bondage, water, wherever needed. And from the Golden Temple, we serve over 5,000 meals a day.
Right. I should think that's becoming very much more appreciated in the last few years.
Yes,
I mean, the food banks have needed to be doing more with the way things are now, yes.
Yeah, definitely. So, but please come on in.
Okay. We then went into the langar, the community kitchen, where everyone is invited to eat. You eat before you meet, because nobody should come before God hungry. And the scope of Sikhism is that nobody in the world should be hungry. It's all run entirely by volunteers.
Oh, yes.
Active service of community is very much a part of the faith. So I rather enjoyed some dal, some yogurt, some chapatis, and an Indian sweet, as well as very, very hot tea in that metal mug there, which I think must be insulated. You can sit on the floor, or if you're more used to it, on chairs. The point is that everybody is equal before God. And that includes, from the very beginning, men and women. Sikhism is also, in some sense, a protest against the Hindu idea of castes. There are no dirty jobs as long as work is honest. There is a rejection of the idea of castes and stratification in society. Having eaten, I was shown into the place where people gather for worship, where they hear hymns and readings from the Granth. Right, so the cover stays on.
Stays on all the time unless
Yes.
the scriptures are getting read from.
Yes.
Canopy bows to protect the scriptures when they are unveiled. And the whisk on the side is like a fan over your king or queen sitting on their throne. And all the articles of faith you see displayed in front of Guru Granth Sahib Ji, all articles of faith with gifts from our Guru. Same way I explained the 5Ks. These have been bigger versions, but these are used in the Guru's time in the battlefields. The brown box.
And the brown box is where offerings of money are made, though people also bring offerings of food for use in the langar.